Recently, viral clicks like these have been flooding the internet.
Watch as you see a woman in a brown jacket running alongside the moving shuttle bus, with a massive group of bus users chasing down the bus in an attempt to board it.
People are going to get killed here. It's crazy. I can't take it.
In my homeland like this.
Yeah. Does it remind you of your homeland? Where's your homeland?
Punjab.
And this, it's like this?
Yeah.
This is me sleeping in my fucking bed, and there is a wedding that has been going on all night. It's 9 a.m. What?
And with them, you must have also seen a wave of comments like these. But here is the real question. Aren't these behaviors on either side justified? And more importantly, does racism solve anything? Let's dive in. Hello and welcome aboard the Tangent Train, where we derail on purpose because every detour has a story. Today, we are heading towards a destination that anyone active online recently might be familiar with: the growing racism against Indians. But why is this happening? And what's causing it? And most importantly, are we making ourselves an easy target? So, let's start with the positives. The Indian diaspora has been making waves around the world, from Kamala Harris in the US politics to Rishi Sunak of the UK. In business, names like Mukesh Ambani, Sundar Pichai, and Satya Nadella dominate the global stage. While in entertainment, stars like Ye Das, Priyanka Chopra, and Dev Patel are forces to reckon with. But it's not just about individuals. Our numbers speak volumes too. According to a Times of India article published last December, a record breaking 1.3 million Indian students pursued overseas education in 2024. In fact, in the same year, 29% of all international students in the US were Indian, while in Canada, that figure was a staggering 49%. The Indian student diaspora isn't just growing, it's the largest of its kind. But with great visibility comes scrutiny. Too many eyeballs aren't always a good thing. Now, have a look at this. Where do you think this is? You might be shocked to learn it's not any city in India. It's the UK. Yes, unfortunately, we've managed to export even this appalling habit abroad. Our cultural baggage, like any other, comes with both bad and good. Then, there are our loud celebrations.
Had to sleep through this, and this is just the start. Welcome to Brampton, and this noise can be heard miles away. Had to sleep through this, and this is just the start.
Indians are known for their vibrant festivals. It is something to be proud of. But when the celebrations turn into blaring music and crowds that block public spaces, it crosses into the inconsiderate territory. These behaviors, of course, are perceived as rude, obnoxious, and disruptive. And worse, they reinforce negative stereotypes about Indians being inconsiderate and intrusive. This is not just limited to celebrations. Many Indian students and professionals abroad tend to form tight knit groups, often isolating themselves and avoiding the effort to integrate culturally. Whether it's not engaging with the local language or adopting a sense of entitlement tied to their visa, it leaves an impression. This creates a false perception that Indians are hostile and are taking advantage of the opportunities offered by their host countries without contributing fully to their societies. And unfortunately, the misrepresentation doesn't stop here. I'm sure you've seen the meme.
Do not redeem the card.
What?
Do not redeem the card.
Yes, I'm redeeming the card.
Yes, this is the sad reality. Almost 95% of the IT scams and frauds are said to originate from India. This adds fuel to the fire of the damaging stereotypes. To top it all up, thanks to the cheap internet access provided by companies like Jio, a massive amount of content is uploaded online daily. Much of it comes from the lower economic strata and is designed in the hopes of engagement and grab attention, often through rage bait. This type of content highlights the worst of the worst, further perpetuating the stereotypes that harm India's image globally. While these stereotypes don't represent the Indian community as a whole, they undeniably shape how the world sees us. However, we are not the only ones to blame here. Now, here's the irony. Many of these first world countries rely on skilled Indian labor to boost their economies. They need our engineers, doctors, and IT professionals. But when those same Indians begin to integrate into their societies, resentment starts to build. Now, have a look at this video.
My blood is boiling right now. I honestly can't even believe something like this is a real thing. We were just in this altercation with this lady who was giving us a really hard time, telling my kids, to shut up. And I lost it and said, you don't have a right to talk to my kids like that. And then the rest of this is what she said.
Your family is from India. You have no respect. You have no rules. You think you can push everyone? Push. That's what you think you are. You guys are fucking crazy.
Indian people are crazy. You told me to have some more curry, right?
Yeah, here.
Have some more curry.
To record your Nintendo.
My tandoori.
Many instances happen like this globally. If something like this happened to another racial minority, dare I say, wouldn't someone step in? Wouldn't there be outrage? What's worse is the normalization of such behavior. And this isn't even the tip of the iceberg. Take, for example, the case of YouTubers. They rely on India's huge demographic to sell products or promote brands, yet otherwise treat us as the punchline to a joke. Many travel vloggers flock to India, highlighting only the chaos and poverty, using country struggle as a backdrop for their content. They rake in millions of views simply by slapping India in their title, exploiting the very demographic they are ridiculing. It's not appreciation or understanding, it's commodification. They don't see us as a community with depth and diversity. They see us as cash cows, fueling their success with our curiosity and engagement. Isn't this just preying on the Indian audience while reducing our culture to a spectacle for clicks? Indians, however, seem to be an easy target. People have been caricaturizing us and culturally appropriating us since years in the name of representation. They make the same mistake of painting us all with the same broad brush, even though there are 1.4 billion of us. This happens because of cherry picked incidents or the worst content found online, often from sources that don't represent us or the broader Indian community. And the most horrifying part, due to all these factors, racially charged attacks towards Indians continue to occur. People have even taken their own lives after enduring relentless bullying, and the numbers are on the rise. This is a reality we no longer can accept. Racism against Indians is not just a product of isolated incidents or misunderstandings. It's a deeper, more systemic issue. While many Indians continue to make make significant contributions to societies around the world, the prejudice against them is growing. From stereotypes that follow us to the viral content that misrepresent us, the backlash is undeniable. But the real tragedy lies in the way this racism is normalized and is allowed to thrive. It's time to confront the uncomfortable truth. Our visibility, success, and the very things that make us proud have also made us the targets. As global citizens, we must reject these harmful narratives and demand a shift in the conversation, one where our identity isn't defined by stereotypes or viral clips, but by the rich, diverse culture, contributions, and conversations we bring to the table. So the next time you encounter racism or prejudice, don't look the other way, because it's not just an Indian issue, it's a human one. Take a moment and think, are we addressing the real issue? Or are we just perpetuating a cycle of ignorance and hate? Let's all do our part in making this world a little less divided and a lot more understanding. Thanks for riding with us on this detour. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to continue our journey through the stories that matter.